lovelies, this is Sheree from Divine Visions. Welcome to all new and existing subscribers. I'm glad you could be with me today. I would just first like to say thank you to all of you who are showing support through your lovely comments. I read each and every one of them, and I'm enjoying reading them. I love your good vibes, guys, especially when you're supporting each other. I reckon that's awesome. So for those leaving financial blessings, thank you so much. You are so kind. And if anybody would like to leave a divine donation, no matter how small, or donate a deck of cards through my Amazon wishlist below, I would be so grateful for that as well. But it's not expected, but so much appreciated if you do choose to, as it helps with my future readings. So today we are looking at 1, 2, 3, and 4 different readings on who will be your future person, like who is going to be, or what should I say? What will your future person be like? What will your future romantic partner be like? And I've never really looked in detail at the characteristics that a future partner might be or might have. So this will be quite interesting to see, guys. And we've got 4 cards: the clear quartz, the amethyst, the smoky quartz, and the citrine. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll give you a moment to focus on the cards. Welcome to reading number 1. If you chose reading number 1, let's have a look at what's going on. This is the clear quartz. So I'm just going to lay them out and tell you what I see first up. I just need time to focus in on them. And I don't necessarily read them in order. So whatever's coming out that I need to, whatever I'm directed to going to with the cards, it tells a story either way. So it's an interesting way to read the cards. That's how I do it. All right, what are we going to do? What are we looking at? What's your person going to be like? Now, I did pull out some cards in the very beginning. Now I've got to find them. Where are they? Yeah. To get an idea also as to the character of, what your person might look like, what their personality may be like, even though all of these will tell us. I did do the court cards, and what I did was I shuffled about 3 different decks. I took all the court cards out and shuffled them all, and this one came out for yours, which is the King of Wands. So it could be someone who's very bold, very courageous, could be a Leo, someone who's charismatic, someone who's a true leader and isn't afraid to shine their light, and they might be a little extroverted, they might like the limelight a bit, the spotlight. We do have the Sun, which is the Leo, and amazingly enough, we have the Strength card, which is a Leo as well, guys. So it's amazing that this person could definitely be a Leo or just have some very strong characteristics in this area where they like to shine. They're an optimist. They're somebody who will jump in and help those in need. I feel like this person can be impulsive, can be spontaneous. But as I said, I feel like they're the optimist. So no matter what might be going wrong, they're going to be there to assist you, and they're not afraid to face conflict. But what I see here too is that being reversed, the Strength card with the Warrior shows me that this person doesn't want to go into battle with anybody. If anything, their strength comes from, just their warmth, their ability to make people feel comfortable and at ease. Also, when we see the bee here, it's about creativity. So they have a creative, passionate drive. And I feel like when I see this too, because it reminds me of the badger. I think that's a badger. And badgers don't let go. They fight tooth and nail to get what they won't let go until it's like a dog with the bone. And it reminds me of that movie, and now I can't bloody remember what it was, but it was this hilarious comedy. I'm pretty sure it was a comedy where this guy was in the desert and he's got this badger, this badger biting his ankle and it won't let go, and he's being dragged. This badger's being dragged along, because he's on his leg and he won't let go. And I know some of you might know the movie, but I can't remember it right now, but it was bloody funny. And this is what this reminds me of, is that this person won't hold a grudge. You know, I don't feel like they're going to hold on and fight tooth and nail for something. If anything, their strength, as I said before, they're a lover, not a fighter. They're a lover, not a fighter. So their strength comes in from just being themselves and shining their light. They are who they say they are. I feel like there's a lot of what you see is what you get with this person. And it doesn't have to be a male just because it's a king. Could be a feminine aspect to this as well. So it could be female or male, doesn't matter. But we are seeing very masculine energies with the sun here as well. So can be very masculine with the lion. So this person might have some very strong personality traits in that they can be a true leader. They might be aggressive in not in a bad way, but I mean as in competition. They might have a very strong drive and, you know, compete to get to the top sort of thing. So they are not afraid to jump into something that's, you know, going to be like a bit of a race to get to the top kind of thing. They're a go-getter. They love adventure. And I just see that they have a playful side to them as well. So it's not all serious. They try not to take things too seriously. They want things to be a bit more lighthearted. They like to see the bright side of life, that kind of thing as well. But they like to be a hero as well and come in and rescue. So the light attribute is learning the transcendent nature of service to oneself or a cause. Now once again, it comes in that this person wants to be there for others, like they are supportive and they're the first person that will jump in and help. If somebody needs it as well. As I said, they've got a very strong presence to them. There's a very strong energy with them. If they walk in a room, you kind of feel them before you see them. And they might stand very confident in their posture. Now, they're not afraid to have a good laugh. This person is hilarious. This is what I'm getting here, is that they love to laugh. They have like once again, the sun, the happiness, right? They like to have joy and just live life to its fullest. And they're not afraid to, you know, they might even have a little bit of a sarcastic sense of humor here as well. But I get along, like, you'd get along with this person really well. I feel like they're the kind of person that would get along with just about anyone. So they might be a bit of a magnet to other people as well. Could be quite popular. Could be they could work in a service where they are like helping other people, and it could be in emergency services or just anywhere that they could be on call as well. So yeah, I just see this because, you know, it's almost like they're living life to its fullest. Now it's interesting the number 50 comes up because only for some of you, right? This is only for some of you. But there could be someone who is 50 that you're looking at, or in their 50s. The kings are usually mature, but it doesn't have to be. Age is just a number at the end of the day, and we could be picking up on a 20-year-old who's got this mature kind of energy as well. But that's interesting. That's come through for some of you. This person just makes you laugh. You know, this is the thing. Like, they're very young at heart as well. Very playful. They might just sweep you off your feet and take you away for the weekend. You might go camping. This person likes the outdoors, it feels like, here as well. They like to be moving. We've got the goat, which is somebody who's very stable. They've got stability. What does it say? Yeah, they're very reliable. We've got the reliability. Someone who's reminds me of the Capricorn energy here. So you could be dealing with a Leo or a Capricorn. But also, service reminds me of Virgo, someone of service. These are just certain ones coming up, doesn't have to be. But it's interesting, the goat is about reliability. It's someone who's very steadfast. They really do work their way up, like they work their way up in life. So they're not just unreliable. They don't just, you know, yes, they can be spontaneous, but they have a reason. They have this natural leadership about them to move into something that's solid. So they know what they're doing when they move in. And as I said, they have a very competitive streak with them. So they're not afraid to, you know, be against other people. They love it. They love the challenge. But they're very reliable here as well. When it comes to family, they're very rock solid, They could be seen as a rock. Funny how we got the rock here. So we got love. So they've got a big heart, especially with the Leo energy coming through. And it doesn't mean your person has to be a Leo. This is just the massive energy coming through with Leo. We've got 3 cards with Leo. It's amazing. So there is so much passion with this person. And so we see the love. It's like their love overflows for you. They've got a big heart. They're very passionate. And we see the attraction card here as well. The attraction is crazy between the two of you. This person is a very good looking person, but it's not just their appearance, it's the way they carry themselves, you know. They've got this magnetic, like, kind of charisma going on. So they attract other people to them, and people just really enjoy them. And it might seem sometimes that they're flirtatious, but really they're just being friendly to everyone. Could be someone from your past, because there's a reconciliation, which means that somebody could be returning from your past, or it could be a soul connection from past lives even. So someone from a past life could be returning. When you meet this person, you might just feel like, holy crap, I really know you. Like, I know your soul. I know you from somewhere. This is such a weird feeling. I can't place where I've ever met you. I don't think I've met you before, but I know your soul. It's like being home with you. That's the kind of feeling when you've met a soulmate. And this is the many lifetimes you could have had together. Now, I'm saying this though, it could definitely be someone from your past returning to you. So we have the camel boy, small steps asking for help, number 33, which is the master healer number. So what we see here is that once again, this person loves it. It's kind of like this martyr. They love it when people need them. They need to be needed. They need to have people want to, want them to help them. They just want to be there for everyone and help and dive in. And they see that as like a challenge also. You know, if someone's going through some difficulties, they'll be there. But at the same time, they need to learn to take small steps, because they might be so eager and they might burn themselves out a bit. So it's interesting, this. Could be relevant if you have some kind of a connection with camels with this person. Could represent somebody who comes from the hotter regions, you know. Could be, like, I'm looking at this like, it's interesting because in Australia we have the Northern Territory, which is really connected with the Afghans that came over. So it's very interesting, the history with that. So there could just be some kind of a background with that. It doesn't have to be, but it's interesting that's coming through. And I'm pretty naive when it comes to all the different cultures and stuff like that. But that's just what's coming through in my mind when I think of the camel, desert, you know, that kind of thing. So it's interesting. Or it could be that this person, once again, doesn't mind. They can go for a long time. They're very reliable. What am I saying? They've got stamina. They've got stamina to push through. It takes a lot to burn them out, really. They just got energy. They've got so much energy. Now, the Two of Wands reversed is really interesting to me, because this is somebody who wants to share a vision and travel around, you know, travel. It's like they're about to embark on a journey. And being reversed, it feels like this person may not necessarily be traveling around right now. They might be staying put somewhere. Maybe they've done a lot of their traveling. This is somebody who can see the future and has a vision. So it might be that at the moment, for whatever reason, they're unable to really push forward with their dreams. They might have lived a lot of that already, because they are very adventurous. But there's definitely saying small steps here as well. So sometimes they might be too busy trying to help others, but yet they've got their own lives not sorted out, their own pathway kind of blocked, because they're too busy helping everyone else and really not putting their own life, their own hobbies and visions as a priority. And so they have this kind of motto that it will all be okay. So that's their optimism coming through. And this shows true love. This person is so romantic. they have this romantic energy about them, but they bring around, like, I feel like when this person, they're very cuddly. They like to cuddle you, and they love that physical, like a physical touch. That's what they like. And I feel like as well, very sexual energy, so might have a high sex drive, but very romantic. I feel like this person will want to buy things for you. Like, I feel like they're very generous. And they show the moon here too, so there could be some stuff that could be confusing to them. Like, they expect everyone else to just be an open book like them. So there could be some confusion. There might be some things still hidden there. It's really weird because as much as I see them really open and wanting to help others, there might be a little bit of a guard up initially when it comes to really tapping into their true emotions here. So I do see that they wear their heart on their sleeve, but I do see at the same time, what am I getting with that? I just want to see what I'm getting with this. Yeah. So this person's quite deep. You might, when you meet them, think, oh my God, you know, they're so beautiful. They've got this amazing energy. They're very extroverted, and they might be very loud as well. There could be something that's about them that's very loud. But what I get here is that they also have this very introverted side to them that you wouldn't see straight away. And they are quite in tune. So it's very interesting. We've got that the sun and the moon in the same cards, like the same deck here. So it's kind of like showing those opposites there of the moon and the sun. So on one hand, they can shine and be extroverted, but on the other hand, they can go within as well and take some quiet time out. So they're very committed. This person might present to you with the ring and a home, because they are very much, as much as they're an extrovert, they really believe in downtime, you know, at home and with family. They're a family-oriented person. So I see that very loyal. I see a very loyal person, someone who walks their talk, someone who wants to provide this. They want to provide a home and that security. That's what I see there with that one. And they have a lot of joy about them too. They're a very joyful person, very happy. It's not like this all the time, you know. Obviously, they can go within and need to take a break from all this other crazy energy that's like extroverted and full on, you know, helping everyone else, and that's awesome. But they definitely need to take this time away. And that's what I feel like. They might just take you away for like a weekend away where you can just spend quality time together, away from all this energy that's all, you know, around outside. So it could be around their work, could be their family and friends. As I said, it could be work-related stuff here where they're in the spotlight. It might be a public speaker or someone who's just like a teacher. They're definitely a leader. So I feel like this person's on the go, 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 and they need to take breaks from work. So I feel like they have to make sure they do that, or they can burn themselves out. What else do I get here? Yeah, Capricorn energy is coming through really strong here in terms of this energy of once they know what they want, they settle for it. Like, they go for it, and then they work hard to get to where they want to. So if they see you and they really want to be with you, they won't let up. It's like that badger. They won't let up, but not in a possessive, crazy stalker way. It's more like a, you know, like, why wouldn't you want me kind of thing. It's their ego. So they'll be like really trying to win you over, you know, that kind of thing's coming in. But it's not false. It's not fake in any way. I feel like it's just like, it might be quite intense, like when you meet them, that they're like really into you and they really make it known that they're into you and they're attracted. But if you, you know, if you kind of say, oh, if you want to take things slow, they might want to be a bit pushy about that. But they've got a beautiful heart, beautiful soul. Just want to get one card. One more card here, please, about this person. What's going on in their life currently? See what's going on in their life currently. Ooh, sad divine feminine. This is interesting. Oops. And dreams coming true. So this has got, yeah, this is interesting. So if it's a sad divine feminine that we're talking about, if this is a feminine energy, their dreams are going to come true. And if you're a feminine watching this, your dreams are going to come true. That's what I see here with this. And I also get the feeling that if this is a divine masculine we're talking about here, if this is a masculine energy, then the divine feminine, this person here, the divine masculine, wants to bring this happiness to the person they meet next, because there's been sadness in, like, there'll be sadness in your life. And this person will pick up on this and will want to make it better. I feel like they're the kind of person who will know, like, they're quite in tune that you're feeling really down, and they're the kind of person that will want to uplift you and carry that, which is amazing, you know, it's really awesome. So reading 1, that is yours. I hope that's resonated. Leave a comment below if it has, or choose another, guys. Welcome, reading number 2. We've got the Amethyst for you. Let's have a look at what your person's going to be like. Now, I pull out the cards, but I don't necessarily read them in order, just so you know. I'm just going to be guided to where I need to go. What is going on with this person's energy? What kind of person are they? What's their characteristics, please? We've got the main characteristic that came up for you was the Page of Fire. This is somebody whose fire is burning in their soul. They want to live life. They want a fresh new path. They're inspired. They want to take action. They might not necessarily have the full resources behind them or life experience, but we definitely get this passion wanting to move forward. And so you could find that this person's quite flirtatious. Now, I did have that card before. Where is it? Oh, yeah, here it is. So the card is flirtatious. So they're very flirtatious. They want to come into this. There might be a bit of sexual chemistry going on here. They might like to explore, you know, sexually. It's very strong chemistry going on there. But it's also, there's a very innocent, deep soul here as well. So there's like a childlike innocence with this person. They're very playful. They're very, might be naive in some way. They just want to jump in and have fun and just live life. But it's very interesting as well, because this card's come up, which is the Child Wounded. Light attributes shows awakens compassion and desire to serve other wounded children, opens the learning path of forgiveness. This person has undergone some past, and they've perhaps even transformed through this, like the phoenix rising, you know, even though this is a younger energy. They come through with a message of hope. And I feel like they have perhaps gone through some harsh lessons from their childhood. There's definitely something there. And when we see this at the moment, they might be juggling, their life might be juggled between family life and work life. They might have come from a broken home, felt like they had to, you know, that they've had to really, they want to branch off from something. They want to leave a situation and start afresh. There's definitely that desire to do that. So it could be that when you meet them, you see that they're juggling quite a bit in their life and they need to find some balance. And it could be between the material world and their emotional world. So they're coming in with compassion. They really definitely have this spark in their soul to bring healing into the world. There's a lot of creativity here as well within them. And they're going through a cycle at the moment as well. So when we see this card, the hares, like the rabbits, can represent fertility as well, but it's talking about cycles right here. So this person's gone through a cycle and they're coming out into a new cycle now. So they're definitely wanting a new lease on life. They're wanting to let go of all these things that are holding them back and tying them down. They want to live life and have fun now. So we also see the Page of Pentacles reversed. So they may not necessarily know exactly where they're going. They just have this amazing desire to just get on with it, get on with life and live life. It might be that they weren't able to live life before. They've had all this heavy stuff to carry. And it might even be family, trauma, or it might be just family responsibilities. And it could have been some financial issues, things like that. But it looks to me like they are probably still getting on their feet. So when you meet them, they might still be getting on their feet. Yeah, I mean, there's still a lot of lessons like that they're learning on their way, and they have learnt a lot, but I get a very naive kind of energy with this person, that they're still learning a lot about life and about people. They might have been quite sheltered, but at the moment now what's going on is that, I want to put that somewhere, yeah, but at the moment what's going on is I feel they've still got a lot to learn, and they could also be studying to be a teacher, because I feel like this is quite a young energy. And when I say that, it doesn't have to be the age of this person, but I just feel that this person's gone through quite a journey and now they're branching out. It's like they're trying to find their way in life, and I see study around them as well. What else do I get here? So, being a female in the card, it could represent a male as well. It doesn't have to be gender based by the cards there, but definitely needing to receive this compassion. I feel like they've got a lot of love to give as well, and they are a deep person, I feel. We've got the Lady of the Gift, generosity, receiving, withholding. We've got receiving. We've got the Cancer energy, which is a feminine, receptive energy. So it's very much about receiving. This person, I feel, really needs to be looked after, needs to be nurtured. I really do. And I feel like they might need someone who guides them a bit in life. So it might be that they're getting on their feet. They're very romantic, very romantic. Got a lot of love to share. There's fire in their soul. Their perception, they just see everything as beautiful. It's almost like this awe-inspiring world. This is the inspiration that's coming out within them, that they've had, as I said, a new lease on life. They want to see everything and live life like there's no tomorrow. But they don't necessarily want to focus too much on responsibilities right now. So it could be that there's just been a lot on their shoulders. And I keep going back to family stuff here. So I do feel like whether there's children in the family or there was siblings around them, there just feels like there's been a huge responsibility on them from a young age, or all at once in their life. It's like they haven't really been able to live life and be that kid. So that's why I feel like they're coming into this energy right now, is that they just want to live life and have fun. But on saying that, they also, I think for this person, they've always been a giver. So because they've had those responsibilities and had to juggle things, and it's really interesting how this is coming through. It's like they now know that they need to receive love. They need to take back their power. So someone was zapping them of their power. They were giving way too much of themselves, couldn't speak up, and now they're coming into this new energy of trying to reinvent themselves. And we've got the Sun here as well, which is really positive. There's happiness coming in. They have a very warm heart. They're very beautiful, actually. I really get this beautiful energy with this person. We do have Sagittarius with the Page of Fire. Just having a look at what else is here. What else is here? Could have this as the High Priestess as well, which could be Pisces, Cancer. We've got the Cancer energy here too. So we could definitely be looking at someone who's falls in love very deeply, but it's like a beautiful romance as well. It's not heavy and intense. And they're very generous. So I feel like even though they know it's time for them to receive, they have always had an issue with receiving. I feel like it's either because nobody's ever really wanted to give them love and they've just taken from them. But they're learning to stand in their own power. That's what I feel here with this take back your power. They have been taken advantage of in the past. They've been taken advantage of. So they might actually want to be moving into an area where they do social work or do teach children. You know, that could be something as well that they want to get into. There's social work, counselling, being around children, helping mothers, pregnancy. There could be all sorts of different things going on here as well. It's interesting, this energy is coming through. Helping others to work through forgiveness and serving wounded children. So it's so interesting that that's coming up. So definitely could be in education or social work, community service, that kind of thing. Because they're just such a generous, loving person. They're just so caring about everyone else. And we do have Cancerian, which is nurturing, home and family resiliency. So they're very much a family-oriented person. But I think that's mostly because perhaps of their childhood wounds. So they do come through with this wisdom and intuition as to what it's like to be, wounded, to know what it's like to live in a challenging, serious kind of family dynamic. And also it could be the last relationship that they were in, also that they felt like they were like a slave to this person, or could have been an abusive connection as well. So they want to come in with this flirtatious energy, keep it all nice and light, but there's a very strong depth to this person. There is a depth to them, but you might not see it for a little while. I feel like they just want to keep it nice and light to start with, and you might take a little bit to get to know them. So what you see as light and bubbly and friendly and caring is their true nature, but they're not revealing their true deep side. So they actually have a wisdom that you won't tap into straight away. And they'll probably shock you with their intelligence, you know, and it's not just due to their age, it's human experience, it's what they've gone through. And so they may not necessarily be the best when it comes to finances. They might still be getting on their feet, but they have this vision for the world and to heal the world and to transform people's lives. And I just think that's so beautiful. Can we see what else is coming up here? What else do I need? Oh, yeah. Also with this one, the perception is the heart chakra. So being next to romantic love's interesting because I feel like they've learned a lot of lessons in love and they're starting to change their perception on love, knowing that it's not all bad, you know, because their parents might have had a specific divorce or relationship that was dysfunctional, or, you know, it's just like past experience. They're changing their perception on love and not putting everyone in the same basket. And they're very commitment. Once they commit to you, that's it. They want you for life. So as I said, it could be male or female, whichever one you're asking about. This is the qualities of your partner, guys, of your future romantic partner. I'm just seeing if any other messages are coming through with this. What else is coming through? They got some psychic gifts, actually. I see that, as I said, I see that they're very in tune, but they're an empath. That's what this is about. They can walk into a room and, no, what am I saying? They can be in a room and someone can walk in and they'll instantly know if they're a good or bad person. That's how in tune they are because of their past experiences. Very interesting. They might have... this person could have been adopted or fostered out. There feels like there's a broken family for this person. And that's why I feel like there's this drive within them, an inspiration that wants to help others, especially children. Especially with the children, wounded child here card and the hare, which represents fertility and children. So I definitely feel like they want to give back to... with their knowledge and what they've learned, but they don't have necessarily they might not have the qualifications behind them, but definitely human experience. So they are very wise. They have carried burdens, but they want a new lease on life. They just want a whole fresh start right now. So I really hope that's helped you guys. They're going to be very affectionate with you. And once you win them over, basically, they will open their heart to you and they'll want to commit to you. So I think it's just beautiful, and it'll just take some time to get to know each other. That's what's going to happen. So if that's resonated with you, please comment below or choose another pile, guys. Hi guys, if you chose reading number 3, the Smokey Quartz, let's have a look at what's going on for your partner, your future person. What are they going to be like? Now I'm just going to lay out the cards. I don't read them in order, in any particular order. I just go with where I'm directed to go for these readings. You had quite a few cards. Hang on a moment. All right, where am I? Where am I? Okay. Oop, that one's some lovely energy. Okay, so what am I seeing here already? Yes, now the first card I wanted to pull out was the characteristics that had been chosen out of the court cards. Now the Knight of Pentacles is an earth sign, could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but this usually represents Virgo, and it's somebody who works very methodically and is planning for the long term. So it's the slow and steady wins the race type thing. They pay a lot of detail, like a lot of attention to detail in what they're creating and what they're moving towards. They want to offer something of value for a long-term commitment. So this person's very dependable, they're very trustworthy. Okay, so I'm going to move that one. They're very trustworthy. They might own a horse. I'll just go by what what it shows in the cards as well, guys. Symbolic stuff here, symbolisms. So what I see is that this person is very down to earth, very dependable. What you see is what you get. They might be very practical, might not be someone who's really interested in just upping and going somewhere. Like, I think they like to know what's coming up. But someone who with a very beautiful romantic side to them, someone who's very in tune, very receptive, very emotional, very nurturing. So it's beautiful. You've got the best of both worlds here. You've got someone who's in touch with their emotions, very sensitive person, very nurturing, and could like mother you, whether they're a masculine or a feminine. It's kind of like they want to look after you. They want to take care of you. They want to provide for you. And they could also be a natural mentor, so passing on wisdom and refining a student's character. So once again, they like to take care of you. They have a lot of knowledge in different areas. Very empathic, very intuitive here. They see the higher perspective with things. Observation, yeah. They see the higher perspective with things. So being a mentor, you need to see the bigger picture. And that's what I feel like this person does. So they take everything into account. They don't just jump in impulsively into anything. They take their time really feeling their way through things, as well as practically and logically working through it as well. So they're very in tune with their emotions. It's really awesome because they have that balance between the earth and the emotions here, earth and water. So we've got the stable energy, stability, and we've got the emotional sensitivity and receptivity. And this is the Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer energy. The swan, beauty. Once again, we've got water. The swan is also a soulmate, symbolic of the soulmate. So we've got two birds here. There could be birds that are in connection. We've got a bird in this one as well. So it can represent a good communicator, someone who sees the higher, perception, the higher, bigger picture here, but also someone who, they mate for life, basically, like the swans. It's like once they choose you, they choose you. They're like a one person, they're like monogamy. So they're not into games or anything like that. They are who they say they are. And once they commit to you, they really commit to you. They are going through a lot of growth in their life. So when you meet them, you might realize that they've really come out from a place within themselves. They've really come a long way, and they've learnt a lot on their pathway as well. And I feel like this person likes to read. They like to research into things. As I said, they don't just jump into anything. They like to take everything into account. So I feel like this person is very good with their money, financially stable. They show a lot they know to come into this place of gratitude. So it also feels to me this person could be quite spiritual. And see how he's got, I don't know if you can see, but in this card here, he has bare feet. And I love that because he loves the earth, and he or she doesn't have to be gender related on this. You'll know who you want to ask about. But this person loves the earth. They're very earthy. They like to get their feet in the soil. They might love being around water or in water. And they just love nature. A big lover of nature. They might like birds and watching nature and birds, bird watching, all that kind of thing. But they are able to come into this gratitude within themselves. They have learnt this through their growth. They have learned to appreciate even the finer things in life, or even the smaller things in life. It's like they can appreciate both realms of abundance and going back to basics. Gaia's garden. Look at this. Fruition, abundance, reaping what you sow. Amazing. This person is very abundant. And it could be that they're very well off with money, but you wouldn't know meeting them because they are just so down to earth. They play it down. So very interesting, because I feel like this person does slowly and methodically work towards what they want. And they've had a lot of time to go within into this energy here, which is the Pisces. This is Neptune in Pisces. So we've got sacral chakra, once again, the water element. Write down your deepest feelings. This person, as I said, they might like to research. They might sit in nature and actually write down things. Very artistic or creative, very creative energy where they might write poetry. They might write a gratitude journal. They appreciate beauty, just beautiful things in life. And they take it all in. So they try to be in the present moment as much as possible. They have a very relaxed kind of energy around them. And I feel like they are in tune. And they possibly even know about chakras. This is the kind of energy I'm getting with this person. Is that they're in tune with their feelings. And they have grown a lot to the point where they're able to naturally mentor other people. So they might actually work, even in a career, that capacity within work is to be a mentor for other people. Could be younger people, trying to get them out in the world, trying to get themselves better. I do feel like they want to work with the underdog. They want to help build people up. Wow, I didn't see this one. The healing light, see? Amazing. So this person has a very spiritual background here. I feel like they maybe even meditate. Even if it's not meditation or, spiritual, like how we think, like light workers, Reiki and readings and all that kind of thing. This person might do their relaxation and meditations just by sitting in nature and doing mindfulness, which is that gratitude. And the healing light's coming in, like they're a light worker. They want to help heal the world. It could be environmentalism. And I can't remember what this one is. I'm going to have to look this up in the book, guys. I'm not sure what that is yet. But playfulness, to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. They love to have fun. They don't want everything to be serious. They kind of are just so easygoing. They just take things as it comes, It's like, yeah, whatever. We'll be fine. They have a lot of passion in their soul for the things they want to do. She's holding a book, which is interesting. So they love learning. And you might find that they love just being in your company. You don't have to actually really do anything drastic. Like they just love even lazing around with you. They just love it. Like it's just whether you just go off and do something exciting or you just hang around, they love all that. They just love being in your company. We've got the moon. So to me, in these cards, the Lenormand, I think it's called, this is about work. So it's very interesting that in tarot it represents the hidden realms, and it talks about illusion, or it could be intuition or things not yet seen. And what I do feel like, yes, I do feel like this person's very good at what they do. They're very financially strong and building their path that way. But I do see also being the Eight of Hearts here, or the Eight of Cups, they might be walking away from something, and they've had to walk away from something that no longer serves them, and they've had to come into a place of forgiveness. So they have really gone through a bit of a journey, and they've really been their own mentor. They've really come in quite strong on their path. Not to say that they haven't had any help along the way, but I do see a lot of self-help going on with this person. They're very resilient, got a very strong energy going on there. So I just want to see what that card means. All right, this is so cool, but so weird at the same time. So we've got Alliance, which is really awesome because it talks about someone with greater wisdom that can help you to the next level. And it says here, perhaps it's a mentor who appears, or someone in the know. So making connection with other strategic partners, etc. So this is just damn amazing. This person wants to work with you. Once again, they want to mentor you. This person wants to come in and uplift you and build you to be the best that you can. So they're quite happy to help anyone and everyone that wants to come in and learn from them. And I just find this really so cool because it shows me that they want to work with you as a team. And it's not like a condescending or, patronizing type of thing where they come in and just want to help you with everything like you don't know anything. It's more of them wanting to really bring out your best qualities. So just by them being who they are and you feeling good around them is going to help bring out your good qualities as well. But I feel like there's somebody that other people look up to as well. So yeah, I'm just reading what else it says here. Yeah, so that's exactly what it is. They want to come in and help you. And they might financially provide as well and help you in that way. They could be a financial advisor for someone. There's just so many ways you can look at it here. But I just definitely see somebody who's very in tune, beautiful nature, wanting to come in and share their life, share their passion with you. And I feel like they're quietly spoken. I don't feel like they're massively extroverted or anything like that. They've got patience. They've got a lot of patience, this person. And so it could be young ones they're working with, or they could work in certain support groups, wanting to help certain people. It could be, alcoholics, or it could be substance abuse, support groups with drug and alcohol, or it could be youth who are affected or at risk. Anything along those lines, or it could be environmentalism, as I said before. There's something very much this person likes to work with a cause. So I think that's really awesome, guys. I'm just going to pick out one of these cards here. I feel like they want to travel with you too. And they're an optimist, like they will see a challenge, like when I see the grey clouds here, they see a challenge, but they just, there might be obstacles in the way and that haziness, which can come in with the moon as well. But it's just like they have a plan and they know how to just push through it. It's amazing. Because they've learned gratitude along the way too. And I think they've learned that with gratitude, things just open up. Things are just as they are. And when you never really, strive too much for something, like out of desperation, things just come to you anyway. Playful energy again. Oh my God. This is amazing. 2 playful energies. You're going to be like 2 kids together, having fun. This person might even want children with you. This is like somebody who would love to be a family, have a family, be a father or a mother. This is what I see here. And they'll end up being a really awesome parent. So that is just awesome, guys. If that has resonated, please comment below or choose another pile. Hi guys, if you chose reading number 4, we're going to look at the citrine. Let's have a look at what your person's qualities are. What are they going to be like? Now, I don't read each card as they come out in order. I just go with where I'm directed to go and what I'm tuning into at the time, okay? But first up, some of you might have noticed, this person is your soulmate, guys. So this is so cool. So this person, I'm going to move that card out of the way. This is the quality, okay, that this person carries with them. They have a whole fresh start that they want to embark on, and they're constantly looking for new goals and new ways to learn. I feel like they come in with a really beautiful energy here. The page of earth is the earth sign, so it could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I tend to look at it as a Taurus. I don't know if that's really correct, but that's what I look at it as. As somebody who wants to acquire new skills, they're very much about wanting to look into study or wanting to learn. They just want to learn. And Taurians are very much about possessions. They're very loyal. They're very determined. They steadily move along towards their goal. Okay, let's see what this person's doing. So this person could be in a place of recovery when you meet them. They might have come out from a big journey, and that they might be at the end of finishing a cycle as you meet them. But it also tells me that this person is a person that will persevere. They will persevere towards their goals, like this is what this is, personal goals, wanting to achieve these personal goals, turning the dreams, you know, the lizards usually represent the dreamer in animal medicine, and weaving with the spider, weaving their dreams into reality, into a goal that they want to achieve. So this person perseveres. They don't want to give up on anything. They don't like people, they don't like leaving people hanging. They don't like leaving people, you know, promising things and not fulfilling them. They feel like they have to come to people's aid. Being the mediator, they might be the peacemaker. So it shows here the gift for negotiating fairness and strategy in personal and professional life, respect for both sides of an argument. This could definitely be a Libra as well, somebody who wants to balance the scales of justice, someone who comes in with an objective point of view. Yeah, I mean, when I see this, they could be a grief counselor. They could work with people who've gone through trauma. So they could work with counselling, being a mediator. It might be just a natural counsellor, doesn't have to be career related. But being the page as well, the page is a very young energy. It's a fresh new path. It's somebody who really wants to embark on a whole new journey. So it could be a new career that they might be wanting to look at. But also somebody who just has this, I don't know, this, what am I saying there? The path that they choose has to be something that they're working towards for the long term as well. So they've got to be careful they don't burn themselves out by being there for everyone else, because the recovery, after the recovery comes the exhaustion, you know, feeling burnt out. So it's just that they've got to be careful that they're not taking on everyone's issues, because they can see the higher perspective. They have come into wisdom, and they do carry a lot of wisdom in their soul. And they have observed from afar a lot of things around them and within their close relationships and those at work. So they might find that people come to them often for answers, you know, and for guidance, because they have this natural ability to just be neutral and help people see, you know, see through with that wisdom as to what they need to do. So they're a natural counsellor, and which is a beautiful trait to have, because it means that, you know, they're trustworthy. That's what that means, is that people trust them enough to open up their whole lives to them and tell them their problems. So yes, this person, let's see here, act the High Lord of gratitude and service, selflessness, humility, conscious action. And we've got act. this person jumps in and really stands strong between, you know, whatever it is that's a challenge or a threat. They jump in and take action. And there could be some aggressive drive there as well in some ways, like not in a bad way, not nasty or anything, not in a dangerous way. But I feel like they want to be of service. They want to help people. They want to take action. This could be a legal field or social work. But I'm definitely getting legal here as well, that this person could work in or want to work in. We got the Page of Earth could represent a new path that they want to go down. But it talks about the honouring path too. So I know in this card it kind of looks like this person's being idolised. But I don't feel like that with this person. I don't feel like it's their intention to be in the spotlight or be seen as a hero. But it kind of like is like their path, like to be, they are honourable and they are someone that's trustworthy and they do take action and they're not afraid to take action. And, you know, if the consequences are that, yeah, what am I saying there? Because that's interesting. Like they'll take action if it means doing the right thing. You know, even if it means that it could be looked down upon, like they're kind of like seen as a hero. They'll jump in and they'll act and they'll help the underdog. And they'll defend people. So they're very much about justice and what is right in the world. Very much along that. And there's a transformation taking place in their life. I think they have actually transformed a lot of energy from their past. And they are a good communicator. This could be the Scorpio energy as well for transformation. And the 6 and the 4 equals 10 in the tarot is the Wheel of Fortune, which represents good luck. It's the wheel of, you know, turning. It's the destiny. So this person will stay really strong. They have a strong conviction in their life about what they believe, what is right, and what they'll stand for. So they can be very, could be a sword, you know, could be a, when I say swords, it could be an, what am I saying, Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. Definitely could be a Libra. It doesn't have to be, guys. You don't have to set it in stone. But it's just so interesting how this energy is playing out. Like they really know what it's like to fight for their rights. So they're going to fight for other people's rights. But at the same time, they're still going to remain neutral. So it's so interesting how this happens. Like I can see this taking action and jumping in and defending where it needs to be, but also being a mediator. So yeah, it's really interesting. And we've got gratitude and service. So once again, that's the action they're taking, is their selflessness, humility. So it's interesting because they don't want to be idolized like this person is here. That's just who they are. They're just an honorable person. They've come into their wisdom. They help people to transform their lives. They help people through grief and trauma. As I said, it could be a legal field, could be counseling. So interesting. Could be spiritual path as well. And your dream holds sacred messages. So they are a very deep person. I feel like they might even like to interpret dreams. They're very philosophical. They like to get into the mind and really work out, you know, how people think. Once again, the fox energies come up, which is interesting. So this is showing someone who's very witty, very cunning, very sly. So not in a bad way. I don't feel like this person's hiding anything or being sneaky in any way, but they definitely know how to read people. They're very, very switched on. It's so interesting though, because that young energy is coming through with the Page of Earth, whereas I get a real old soul going on here. It's such an old soul happening. It's amazing with this energy coming through with these cards. And then I see this young energy coming through of someone who really wants to step forward and really start on a whole new path and set new goals, you know. So this is just their natural nature. But this is what they want with you. Maybe that's what it is. They want to set foot on this path with you where it's solid. It's a solid foundation, soulmate, happy outcome. This is what they want, is this true love. They want a commitment. They want a happy marriage. This is just so gorgeous. Oh my God. And you know, this is also perhaps their own grief that they've carried, because we do see the recovery card, and I do feel like this person has had a lot of loss and pain, and that's why they come through with such a strong conviction with this, at things having to be just and right and equal in people's lives. So they will defend the underdog, and it's interesting we see the dog here. So maybe even literally they might have had a dog that they lost, or they might have a dog. There might be an animal person. What else can we get with this, please? What other message can we get here for this one? They've had to really be switched on and read people for some reason. It could be part of their job, or just how they've had to be in life, because maybe they've never felt really safe. So there is a bit of a vulnerability going on even beneath all of that. But they're a beautiful person. Yeah, look at this. Regret but hope remains. This is so interesting. So this shows me that there's definitely been some pain in their past. But they're moving on. They're moving on from that. They've recovered. You know, it looks like they're going through a recovery as you meet them, or they're... it's interesting too, because they might even be going through mediation, through some kind of relationship or legal matter or whatever it might be. That's just another message. But there's definitely hope remaining. And angels are protecting this connection. So it may not necessarily be really easy when you first meet this person. There might be some very intense energy with this person, but I feel like there's a very beautiful soul. There's a beautiful soul here with this person. My flash just went off on my phone, guys. They will shower you with love and affection. They are the optimist. They always want to make things right. They will defend you like nothing else. They will defend you till your dying day. You know, this is how they are. Very romantic. They'll come in very strong. They want to provide, you know, for you. They want to be there as a support for you. They're very independent. They might be stubborn in some ways too. They might be so, you know, sure of where they want to be and what they want to do, that it might be a bit like they're just so strong-headed. But you might be too. So it's kind of like you might clash if you're a strong-headed person as well. But at the same time, there's a lot of this beautiful energy that comes through here. Just beautiful. Just beautiful. We've got the birds here. Got the feathers here. So it could definitely be an air sign, as I said before. And it could be that, you know, you dream of each other before you meet as well. It could be that coming in as well. There could be a musician. I just get a very deep person who's philosophical, who might really love classical type of music. That's interesting, that's coming through. So guys, I really hope that's resonated with you. Please comment below if it has, and if it hasn't, please choose another pile, and I look forward to connecting with you next time. Love and blessings.